It's time to put my skills to the test. I just graduated from my graphic design program in college, and to prove that the thousands of dollars spent on my education wasn't a waste, I'm gonna try to recreate a viral MrBeast thumbnail. This one. But here's the catch. I only have 5 minutes to make it, and I definitely can't afford Photoshop crashing. So let's see if I can do this, but more importantly, see if I have what it takes to make a viral thumbnail. Well, good thing it's 2024 and we have AI, right? So I'm in ChatGPT and maybe it can make the entire thumbnail. Oh my God, that's so bad. I'm screwed. Well, maybe it can't make the thumbnail completely, but I know AI can help a bit. So I've just entered this prompt in the Midjourney and quickly created this jungle background that I can use for my thumbnail. And I think this one looks pretty good. So now I just need a picture of myself like MrBeast. I used my good camera, had some pretty decent lighting, and just made this really epic face, right? So I'm scrolling through the footage now, and I think a frame like this looks pretty good. So I'm gonna export it and then just drag it right into Photoshop. But now what? Well, with these two assets, as soon as I jump into Photoshop, the timer starts. Okay, I really gotta get going on the thumbnail. I've got this Midjourney background in, which I just need to flip. But more importantly, I have to mask myself out of this image of me, and then make some adjustments similar to MrBeast. So yeah, I need to flip this image so that I'm on the left side here, like MrBeast. Now I'm just gonna mask me out of it. So let me draw in a bit here quickly. This hand is gonna suck, so... Okay, let me go into the select mask area here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good now. So now I'm just gonna make that selection and then mask it. I'm actually gonna drag in the MrBeast original thumbnail just so I can reference it. So let me scale myself up a bit. And you can see how my hand is not positioned properly, right? MrBeast's hand is quite a bit smaller, maybe a bit more kind of leaned back. So I'm gonna do that real quick, eating into some time here. So I have two of the exact same layers. I'm gonna go to the original layer, just erase my arm. That's probably good for now. Now let me just mask out my arm, something like that. You can see how his arm is kind of going back more. So I'm just gonna go into distort. Now I'm just gonna play with it a bit here. I think that looks good once I distorted it. So let me turn on the other layer now and kind of line things up. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I think I need to clean up my arm a bit though, just make it a bit sharper. I'm gonna merge these two layers together, and now I'm gonna add some adjustments to the entire thing just so it looks a bit better. So I'm gonna go into the camera raw filter and just do a couple things. Firstly, I'm gonna maybe increase the saturation a bit, increase the exposure, or maybe, yeah, just a bit, increase it. Increase the contrast a bit, maybe lift the blacks. Now we have something like that, just a bit more natural, vibrant looking picture. Now I'm gonna go into the dodge tool and just brighten my hand up a bit, I think, so it's more prominent. So this is a good start, but there's a lot of things to do and not a lot of time to do it. So with the help of Photoshop's AI, I'm just gonna grab the select tool and hopefully get a nice water slide. The thing with AI is that it's really good for quickly generating kind of rough ideas, but it rarely looks perfect. So I guess I'm just gonna keep on hitting the generate button, eating into my 5 minutes, but looking for something pretty good. Okay, finally, that looks pretty decent. Not perfect, but it's pretty good enough for now anyway. So now I should probably get onto the balloon. So I got this red air balloon, it looks pretty good. Now I'm just gonna mask it out of the square generative box that kind of comes in. And I think that looks pretty good. Then I'm just gonna duplicate it and then just move it over somewhere to like here and then scale it down a lot. And then change the opacity a bit to something like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. This might be easier than I thought, especially with this much time left. So now I just gotta add in the Ferris wheel and then make an adjustment to the entire thumbnail. So I'm just gonna use AI again. Oh, that looks bad. Yikes. That's just not gonna cut it. Maybe I can try to fix it. Okay, screw that. I'm gonna jump back over to Midjourney to see if I can get like a decent render of a Ferris wheel, and then just work that into Photoshop. Okay, this is a pretty good image I can use, but I don't have that much time left. So I gotta be really quick. But now I have to mask it, which is really gonna suck. This is probably like one of the worst things you could mask in Photoshop, just from all the little, I don't know, intricate lines and stuff. Okay, that looks good enough, but the base looks off. So I can try to blend that in with Photoshop's AI once again, just to see if it works a bit better. What? Oh my god, Photoshop just crashed. Wow, perfect timing. Thankfully, I constantly save, so hopefully I can get back into the file pretty quickly here. So now I'm just gonna export this and drag it back in so I can add like one last adjustment to the entire image, just so it looks more cohesive and Mr. Beast-like. So I mostly just added some contrast, increased the saturation, and just added a bit of grain to it. And this is the final thumbnail. It's not perfect, but at the same time, thumbnails aren't supposed to be pieces of art. They're just supposed to grab your attention quickly, and I think this does a good job of that. So I guess my education wasn't a waste after all, maybe? I don't know. And I guess you really can make a viral thumbnail in just 5 minutes. But I just copied Mr. Beast. So if you want to learn the actual psychology behind a viral thumbnail, join my free Skool community in my description below. Peace!